Hey guys, how's it going? Kripp here. Today I want to do a little bit of a review on the new Druid buff card in Whispers of the Old Gods. It is the Mark of Yasharaj, and this little card has been seen some playing constructed, and I've been having quite a lot of success with it in Arena. So I want to tell you guys about how the card works and kind of how you have to adjust alongside it. So it does see some constructed play, though not a lot. It's pretty good in just Druid decks that have a decent amount of buffs. The reason a card like this is very powerful is because it's one of the very few ways that Druid has to actually climb in the tempo game. So Druid has been a class that's been plagued by terrible tempo plays forever. They basically have a few mana ramps, and that's about it. And if you don't get that, you have no chance. And if you get that and you play minions that are too big, they might even get removed too efficiently, and you might lose anyway. So Druid's in a pretty bad spot when it comes to large swings in the game. That's why the previous state of Druid that was recently nerfed with the burst and all that was quite playable because it has alternate win conditions. But the Druid that we know right now doesn't have much of that. It's based on incremental advantages in, curving out, tempo, card quality, all that kind of stuff. And Mark of Yasharaj, as well as just buffs in general that Druid has available, are one of the best ways to do that. If you play a 2-drop and you play a Mark on your 2-drop, it kills your opponent's 2-drop for free, and it'll probably kill the opponent's 3-drop as well, and that gives you a 1 to 3 tempo advantage, maybe even more if you can further stack buffs on the creature, or if it has an abnormal amount of health. Probably the best target for Mark of Yasharaj is the Druid of the Flame in the 2/5 mode. If you can make a 4/7 minion and then play a 2-drop on turn 4, after playing guy on turn 3, of course, it's going to be a really big deal. And it's not only that, it kind of has a very direct effect. So my experience, at least playing the card in Arena, is you play a card like Druid of the Flame in 2/5, and then your opponent is generally going to play a high health 3-drop, because he wouldn't play like a 3 health 3-drop if you can help it. He wouldn't play a 2 health 3-drop, so he's going to play like a 4 health plus 3-drop. Or a pretty defensive 4-drop. And in those cases, having a Mark of Yasharaj or a similar buff on your 2/5 will make it so not only do you kill their minion for free, but your minion is taking a very low amount of damage because of how your opponent tried to counter your original minion. So it has some very powerful plays. It's, again, one of the few ways that Druid kind of cheats out tempo in the early game. So on some levels it's almost necessary. If you play Arena, you kind of realize that the card is just generally very good, but when you start getting to high number of wins, you realize that, almost the entirety of your opponent's decks are these kind of cards. High tempo removal, very efficient battle cry minions, just very efficient minions in general. So as a Druid, even though that's generally your strength, you're not able to keep up with that. You need these tools to kind of cheat them out, and it kind of becomes a very important tool. So while Mark and a few of the other buffs are not regarded as the best cards ever, what I'm trying to say is, if you get to a high number of wins in Arena, this is right about the only way where you're going to continue winning, because what you're up against is going to counter you as a typical Druid deck. So it's important to try to make use of these cards. It's important to learn how to use them and to adapt your deck around them. So yeah, it's some pretty good stuff, but in the end, you can have a lot of success with the Druid class. And I want to show you guys a few clips from some of my recent arenas so you can see what that's like, how you use the card, and generally how much fun you can have with it. So check those out. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Friend lists bros. Alright. Yeah, this guy's sniped me in the past, and he's a sub, and he's on my friends list, and maybe he won't be on my friends list after a while, I don't know, think about it.
Hurry up! Portals online!
Yeah, you gotta kill that, because a mech warper brings out the shredder.
Bathe in flame!
Very good swipe. Just don't want to activate a Shredder on his turn. But I'd lose to Assassinate. Or Sap. Alright. I guess I should have marked first. See the draw.
For the wild.
I'm behind tempo. If he has Assassinate or Saps, or even Eviscerate at this point, I'm in pretty bad shape.
For the wild.
Okay, well, things had 9 health so far, so that's good, I guess. Wow. Oh, that is nice.
Time waits for no one.
Alright. The Druid of the Flame continues.
It's clobbering time.
Okay. The Shredder gave him 5 armor. That's pretty good. 3 mana power overwhelming low. Yeah. Still a good card. Power overwhelming so insane. Don't tell me he has an oil. Oh, he has a Sea Giant. That's bad. Shadow Strike. Interesting. No, not quite.
Unleash for the wild.
Bathe in flames. For the Dragon Queen, Dragon Queen.
What target's that? Rip. We got Boar BM.
You're in trouble now.
It's a 2-drop. Keepsies. Yeah, it's tough to innovate something here. If I do Shredder and he has a 3-attack 2-drop, then that sucks. I think the Druid is probably the best call here. Put a 5-2 or a 2-5 I mean, which will protect the Dusk Boar, and then we can coin out the Shredder.
Powering up. Portals online.
Or that.
Well met. My thanks.
That was pretty lucky.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
True Silver is good, but it's even that is a little slow.
I'm ready. I'm not ready. It's time for a
Let's put something with a lot of health so I can buff that.
Mind if I roll knee?
Not on my watch.
well played. For the wild.
This will play around Consecration and True Silver.
Put this apple on your head.
getting hot in here.
Oh, great. Juggler bros.
Red alert.
Join us in death.
More annoying stuff. Pretty sure I just missed lethal. I sank 3 and then another 3. Yeah, I missed lethal.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
It's alright. We get boar BM with this. I have a boar. Get wrecked. It's all about the boar BM in the end. Alright. Dude, well, let's try. Got a lot better off your vids and stuff, but I believe you caught the Kripp curse of unluckiness. Oh, you caught it. Okay. That's where I played against the mage who had 2 Archmage, Pyro, made game trash, and 2 clears. Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Okay.
Hello, hello, hello.
Another night on the prowl.
Well, Annoyatron is annoying.
I serve the fire.
Yeah. And after drawing that, I think I'm just gonna pass. It's good.
Take a walk on the wild side.
Kitties grow up, guys. They grow up into ferocious tigers. Not bad at all there.
Born to be wild. You're in trouble now.
Okay.
What you looking at?
Not if you eat them in a sandwich before that. Yeah, you're right.
You call that a play?
Born to be wild. The light. I fight.
I think 16 is healthy enough. If his best removal on my minion was a Forgotten Torch, I don't think he has that much direct damage, so. That's pretty crappy. Pretty crappy. Fine.
For the crusade!
I fight.
I fight dirty!
I'm not lonely anymore.
For the crusade!
I fight.
Join or die.
Damn it.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh, yes. Look at that little guy.
Some still
Join or die.
for the wild.
Yeah, he's gonna be okay if he has a flame strike, but other than that, I'm in good shape here. Value sheep. That guy's not ready to give up. From big minion to sheep to big sheep. Fucking god. Alright.
Join or die.
Alright. Crusader. Nah, I think the top minion is slightly more annoying.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Wow. Not good enough, I guess.
For the crusade!
For the wild. For the wild.